Hello, everybody. This is Daniel. This is morning tea. That sounds kind of odd. I hope you can hear me okay. Anyway, morning. How's everybody doing? Cheers. This is morning tea. It is tax season. It's tax day for everybody out there. It is Tuesday, April 17, 2012. It's tax day. I hope you got your taxes done yesterday or you're turning them in today. Um, Excuse the mess a little bit. I've actually been out for a while today. I had a guest over the weekend and he left today. So thank you, Stephen, for honoring my home with your visit. It was really exciting. It's also really cool to see you guys once a week now because we used to do this on a regular, so there was I kind of would get caught in not knowing what to say the next day. But now that I do it once a week, it's more things happen that allow me to create and put together something to talk to you about. And today I want to talk about something that happened to me on Sunday. Sunday I was able to do a guided meditation with a gentleman named Jerry. And as I'm sitting here, I forget his last name, and I don't have my notebook. But Jerry came over to the Chakra Shack to do a reading for me, a guided meditation. Sorry, and that's kind of what I want to talk to you about today. He took me on this tour in my mind through times in my life, and I was able to look at different situations in my life and pinpoint one moment in my life that really affected me to now. And out of all the moments that I picked, that were there for me to pick, I picked the first time I tried cocaine. And I was 20 years old, and I was in the back seat of my car. I had a rat gray Mustang 2-door, and I had a lover at the time. I had my partner at the time, and one of my really good friends at that time. We were in my car in the parking lot of a bar when we did coke, and that's a decision that I made on my own. I made the choice to do that, and of course, you guys know now that it took me on a 16-year drug roller coaster of a life, which I now know that I am who I am now because of all the things that happened in my life. But I wanted to know, I've always wondered what would have happened had I not done that first line of coke, had I not been introduced into drugs and not have lived that life. Well, with Jerry's guided meditation, I was able to, with with an elixir that he gave me, with the potion, in my mind, I was able to spray it and take away that part, that negative part of that choice, and turned it around, and then was able to see my life had I never done drugs in the first place, and where would I be? And that gave me the opportunity to see the things that of course, in my head, the things that I've been missing out, and the things that I need to grow on and need to work on. There was more to the meditation, of course, than that, but that to me became such an important moment is that I still lived my life based on that decision on doing drugs. Why am I not living my life now based on the decision that I chose to not do drugs anymore? Because I've stopped, and I've stopped doing drugs, and I've been, June 21st will be my 5-year AA birthday, and I'm really, really looking forward to it. But June 21st, 2007 was when I stopped doing drugs. So if I've already stopped, why am I continuing to live a life where as an addict, I should live my life as somebody who is clean and sober and has never touched drugs ever. Mind you keep the information and the knowledge that you have, but now I need to get the self-esteem of somebody who is clean and sober versus the self-esteem of somebody who is using. I don't know if that makes sense or not, but it really has changed the way it's only been 2 days, but the way that I talk to people, and there's only been several people that I've talked to in the last couple of days, but the way I'm communicating, the way I'm receiving information, that's one of the key things. The way that I receive information now is not based on guilt or shame, because I have nothing to be guilty or ashamed of anymore. It's information that I received is based on current situations, what's happening now, and not judging myself on who I was 20 years ago. And I think that was a really very important part. So I encourage you, if you can ever do a guided meditation where you can go back and look at your life and trace certain points, it's really interesting. And I have that information on my Facebook page. I will have Jerry's information on Facebook. In fact, I interviewed him for Wednesday's episode of Put It Together. So if you want to hear more about it, I encourage you to check it out tomorrow on abnormalentertainment.com and look for my show Put It Together, and you will see, um, you will hear part of what we did together. And the guided meditation is not on, is not on the guided meditation is not in the recording. We recorded right after we finished, but I wanted to you get to hear the aftershocks, I guess, of the guided meditation. So I invite you to listen to that tomorrow at normalentertainment.com, and look for my show Put It Together, and you will hear the after of that, the guided meditation. Today's card is Follow Your Heart. And I need to follow my heart there now. I need to follow my heart into peace and serenity. I need to follow my heart into peace of mind, and I need to follow it into self-esteem. I need to follow my heart into self-love and self-respect. I need to like, love, and respect myself. I need to follow my heart there because I've been following my heart into shame and pity and where places where pride and love and like aren't. I've been following my heart where I should not, and it's taking me back into places of shame and resentment and anger and fear. And I need to follow my heart into love and light, and a place where my God cares for me and doesn't, is not embarrassed or ashamed of me. A place where the universe is going to grant me what I want and not take away from me. I need to follow my heart into better relationships and better friends. And I need to follow my heart and do what's best for me. So I encourage you today to follow your heart. And with that, guys, thank you so much. Have a happy Tuesday. I will see you next week.